Hey everybody, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching. So I've got another little Valentine's idea here. So this one is, I've brought my nan this beautiful little ornament. I love the saying on it and I wanted a gift box to present it in. So I've made this little gift box with the gatefold, and then inside here is, I can't take it out now because I've already attached, well, it's only attached with a foam dot, but I don't want to pull that out. But there's a little porcelain heart. And it says, I wish you lived nearer, just across the way. I wished you lived right here 1,000 times a day. And I just thought it was lovely. And my nan lives about 3 hours from me. So as soon as I saw it, I thought it would be a lovely gift to give her. You will see it in this video. It's just now I've obviously made it and put it all together. I don't want to pull it back out again. But you see it closes up there. So I think it's going to hold a coaster really nicely. I think any kind of similar sized little decorations like this, I think Christmas ornaments, you see a lot of these ones, especially ones that you can personalise. So I think it's going to be just a nice way to present those. And you could pop this in a stocking as well. I think that would look lovely. They're also nice little table favour size as well. And then I've just personalised it with the belly band there with Nan, and that's going to go in the hamper with everything else that I'm putting together for her. If you like this project, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. And if you hit the notification bell, that way you won't miss any future videos and the rest of the projects that I'm going to be putting together for the basket. So let's get into the tutorial and I can show you how to make it. So to make the box, you're going to need a piece of 9.5 by 5 3/4. I'm going to show you on the white card. I've actually already made mine here, so I just wanted to check all the measurements were going to work. So along the 9.5 side, you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 4.5, 5 and 9, and then rotate, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 4 3/4 and 5 1/4. Okay, that's all the scoring for the minute. Just fold and burnish all of those score lines. So I'm just going to bring this one into shot just so it makes it a bit easier for you to see exactly where I'm cutting. So you want to make sure that you've got your 2 folds. So you've got it in landscape orientation, 2 folds at the top, 1 fold at the bottom. We're going to cut this first. So you just want to cut up each of these score lines just to the first score line. Just free those up like so. The very end one, you want to remove that one completely. Okay. And then come around now to the side here, and you'll have 2 squares in the top corner here. Just remove those completely. Okay, so now we've got this tab, and then just take a little wedge off of this. Okay, now this one is going to stick behind this one here, so they're both 1/2 inch. I think that's actually going to be okay, but if you're worried that, I don't know, maybe this is a little bit bigger, just take a little bit off and it will just ensure it definitely then sticks behind that one. Okay, so we've just done all along here and up here. So now I'm going to rotate this all the way around. If I turn this way as well, what we want to now do is remove all of this section here. So you've got 2 long rectangles, then you've got 2 little squares, 2 long rectangles, and then 2 little squares again. Just cut down the 2, you know, pass the first score line down to the second. Do that first. It makes it a bit easier to explain. Then you're going to remove these 2 long sections here. Okay, I'm just going to grab my longer scissors, and I'm just going to snip right across, nice and straight, right up to the edge there, like so. Okay, so we've just taken this bit out. Then we want to remove the top square just there. So you can see now how it's starting to look like this. So you've got a little square there, and now we just need a little square on this end, so just cut that one off. And there you have exactly what I've got there. So if I just bring this back around. So whether you want to cut the aperture or not is entirely up to you. If you want to add your pattern paper, if you are going to decorate the front, then you'll want a piece of 3 3/4 by 4, and you want to stick that in this front square here. I've already gone ahead and done that. I'll give you the measurements of the heart. You're looking at 3 1/8 by about 2 3/4, and I've just taken the heart from this set here, and that's the piece that's cut out, which I think I'm going to use to decorate, or maybe have on the little belly band on the front. If I add a belly band, I'm not sure yet. We'll see where we go with it. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to add acetate. I think that one was, I'm just going to add it with some, like a foam pad or something in there. And then, you know, so you can just see I think it makes it quite tactile, being able to feel through it, but we'll see. I can always add that at the very end. So now we want to stick it together. So I'm just going to add my glue all along the tab here, and then just fold that one over, and then you can just fold that right over there. I snipped that off by accident on the top, so I've just fixed it back into place. You'd never know once it's all together. Then we want to stick the back down, so we're going to fold that one down, then the sides, and then stick that one down. But I need to take a little bit off of the side ones. They're still too square. You might want to do this before you stick it together, but if you just open it up slightly, just take a little wedge. You're mainly removing the score lines. It just then gets rid of that bulk, like so. And I'm going to do it with the back one as well, because we're going to hide that one. So just take off the edges there. Okay, so I'm going to stick the back one down. I'm going to use the construction glue just because it's quite a heavy hanging ornament there. So this is just going to make sure if it did slip at all, it's going to stay in place. So just pop those down and then add a little bit more glue. And just some more glue on top, and then push that one down. You see it all now is concealed nice and neatly. Flip it over, just take your ruler there, and just apply some more pressure. So I'm just going to add a little glue dot just behind here, and then I can just stick that one inside. So if you want to add acetate, you can. I don't think I'm going to for this one. I just want to have it so that that sits right in the middle. There we go. And then you can just slot this in. I'm going to wedge it in because I want it to be nice and tight. There we go. So we've got a cute little box. Now I'm going to make the little case for it. Okay, so I've just cut myself 2 pieces of 2 5/8 by 4 1/4, and along the 2 5/8 you want to score at 1/2 inch. Fold and burnish, do that on 2 pieces, okay, so you'll have them like this. Just turn one, and then you've got your 2 doors. I've done it so that they slightly overlap, just ever so slightly. I just thought it was nicer that way than having them kind of just joining. If you would prefer that, then just trim yours down, but I'm going to have mine slightly overlapping. This is going to be part of the belly band, which is going to go on the front there. I just thought this way, it just, I don't know, it turns it into a little bit of a card. But also it can be displayed if the person, you know, wants to. So I'm going to add my glue all down here, and then keeping that folded around, stick that down the side. Just make sure it's nice and flush with the top and the bottom. And that's going to now start to strengthen that. And then again, the same on the other side. Once that's dry, just fold it back. Make sure your score line, just fold it kind of both ways, and that way it will display open like a book, and it will stand. I think that looks really sweet. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to have the word Nan on the front of this, because everything I'm making for my Valentine's series this year is for my Nan. It's going in a hamper for her. So that's the mats and layers stuck down on each side there. I think it looks really sweet. And then I have cut the next size up in the hearts, so part of that set here. And then I've taken this strip here, which is 1 by 9.5, and just place this in the middle and just wrap it around. You don't need to score. And then I can tack that in place because it just slightly overlaps. If it doesn't overlap, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to be attaching the topper, so you can always use that to connect the ends. But just get that just placed there. You want it to be easy for them to slide off, so don't worry about it being too tight. And then I'm going to, I might use some foam actually just to lift this slightly. I can just pop that through in the middle there, and then just position that so it's kind of in the middle, and then I can stick that one on the top. Again, I'm going to pop it up on some foam, and then we're going to have Nan in the middle. So that's all finished. I used the flower die from my Magic Colour Slide Edition set, this one here with the leaves there. I thought that looked quite sweet, and I've just put a little enamel dot in the middle. And then the nan was cut using my chunky alphabet die set there. I've put it all up on some foam, so there's some dimension there. And you slide that one off. And then inside I've added some more hearts, and then the little sentiment, especially for you. And then open up the top. I popped a little finger pull on the back there as well. And then that one will just pull out. It's on, like I said, that little foam dot, but it can easily be taken out. So I think it's a really sweet way to gift a coaster or a similar ornament. The overall size of this is 4 by 4¼ by ½ inch. So I think it's a nice little size. I think it's going to be great for Christmas with those kind of tree decorations. You know, you get a lot of these flat kind of ones that you can personalise and things like that. So hopefully it will come in handy if you're not going to use it for Valentine's, certainly, you know, later on in the year. So I hope you've enjoyed this little gift idea from me today. As always, I'll link the product that I've used in the description box below. I'll have the other little Valentine's gifts that I'm putting together for my nan popping up now as well. And as always, if you've enjoyed today and you're not subscribed, consider subscribing and hit the notification bell, and that way you won't miss out on any future videos. See you all again soon. Bye.